Well, hello again to you. I know, probably thinking, wow, Kay's putting up a lot of videos lately. What is going on? Well, it's what I said I was going to do, and try and keep doing for as long as I can over the year this year. My channel is growing, and it's wonderful to see. Actually, I'm amazed to see it grow, and it grew really quickly, actually, and it's taken me by complete surprise, I must say. But thank you, everybody, for helping my channel to grow. And as I grow, of course, I want to do more and put more videos out and share my snakes, my life, me, and everything about me with you in my life, or as much as I possibly can. I've made, people do not realize that you can make friends here on YouTube, and it's maybe not the same as you would think it would be, being able to see people face to face, but I can honestly say that I haven't met some people face to face, but they're very much a part of my family here, and know that they're always welcome. And those people, I've said so. And I'm continuing to meet some amazing, wonderful people now who I want to get to know as well. And I want to say thank you for making me somebody in your lives as well. And that is, I don't know the words, but that's special to be able to have wonderful people like that that welcome you into their world and their life. And we don't do that enough anymore for people. We don't. We have become very shut off in lots of ways and private, and I understand that too. But everybody's welcome. Honestly, everybody's welcome. So, what's this video? No snakes. No snakes with me. But myths. I want to talk a little bit about myths about snakes. And I'm not going to do your conventional kind of myths about them. I'll try not to get that bright light going on my glasses. This is how I look without my glasses. My eyes look, when I look way small when I look in the mirror. And I put my glasses on and they're big again. I've just gotten so used. I've worn glasses for many years, guys, so not always had the best. And I think that's been a little bit of my doing, having never worn sunglasses out in the sun as well. But myths about snakes. Well, a very common one is that snakes are deaf, but that's been proven to be false. And they may not have the same eardrum as what we do. They are capable of hearing sound and your voice. And if they can do that, then they've got to be able to recognize your voice. I got asked, does a snake remember you? Or would a snake remember you? Yes, they remember you. And they're capable of missing you. And I did a video about that with my Lily, especially, who very much missed me while I was away. And I was only gone for 10 to 12 hours. And my girl, boy, she did not cope with me not being around. and was frantic. And yeah, they remember you. They do not forget. They do not forget those humans that have abused them and neglected them either. And hence why it's so important for you to show them that you are not that person, and why they can turn around and bond and develop a trust with you. And they will remember that is what you've done and appreciate you for that. Can a snake see? Yes. Do they see only heat? No. Lily follows me. She just follows me. I tilt my head. Lily tilts her head with me. She recognizes who I am. I don't think you can detect and recognize somebody by a heat signature. A heat signature is a heat signature, not a shape. Well, it is a shape, but I think we have distinguishing things about us that they know, whether that might be my glasses, my hair, but I know they can see us. Can snakes love us? Not in the true sense of the word love, but I do believe that they develop an attachment to you, and I do call that trust and that respect and that bond to us. I don't think that heart that we consider love is exactly the same for a snake, but I do believe that they certainly do attach to the person that loves them. Very much so. Very much so. Do all snakes go through a period of time where they don't eat? No, not at all. Winter, summer, spring, autumn. A snake will eat all year round. Some don't. Of course, some in winter will tend to go off feed and just recognise that it's too cold, it's winter, and they don't eat. And then in summer, of course, their appetites pick back up again and they want to eat all the time, of course. But no, not all snakes go through a time where they don't eat. You get your fussy ones who won't, and it could be any time of the year. It doesn't have to be winter at all. Just look at my Lily. Do we need to brumate, hibernate our snakes? No, we do not. Unless you are breeding, and even then, guys, for me, I didn't cool my snakes down. I didn't do anything differently. Lacey and Jack did what came naturally to them. I didn't do anything special at all to get them to breed. So that's just my personal opinion, and I guess it's not a myth, but a lot of people do think that you need to brumate or hibernate. That's not hibernation, because snakes do not go to sleep completely. They stop eating, they still drink, and they still move around. They lower their heart rate, their metabolism, everything slows right down when it's cool, and they know not to eat. And if you were going to do that with your snake, do it properly, because you can really make your snake very sick, and it can also die if you don't know what you're doing. Other myths, just the plain old Do snakes bond with you? I think I've proven with all of my videos that they do absolutely bond with you 100% if you do what it is that you should just do, and you shouldn't have anybody tell you what is the right thing to do. If you are a person that loves animals, you'll already know how to do all of that without anybody telling you what you should do. And more so the fact that because it's a snake doesn't mean you do it differently. Do you need to keep your heating going? Snakes don't need heat over summer. Well, they do. Absolutely do. You know, during the day, it's stinking hot and you don't have air conditioning going in your room and so forth, you could turn the heat off. But overnight, turn your heat back on for them. You do not know how much that... if you've checked the temperatures and nothing is dropping below 20 for them, they're fine. But just remember, when you feed them, they need heat. They need to be able to digest, and without heat, they cannot do it. Do snakes like water? Do they like to go into water? I'm checking the time, guys, because I missed my earlier doctor's appointment and I can't miss one again today. No, not all snakes like water or like to go into their water bowls, and that has nothing to do with or related to species. That's the snake as an individual, whether they like to or not. None of my snakes, except Layla, actually, was the only one that ever went into her water bowl. My other guys don't. Not at all. Are snakes smart enough to be toilet trained? Well, of course they are, because I've shown you many a video of my snakes being outside going to the toilet because I've toilet trained them. And I've actually done a video on how you can do that with your own snake as well. So if you can, people keep saying to me, oh, that's the routine that you've got them in. That's the consistency of doing. No, because Lily doesn't always go to the toilet on the 5th day after she's eaten or the 6th day after she's eaten. It could be 4 days after she's eaten or the 7th day after she's eaten. I've learned to read her body language, and I know when it is she wants to come out or she wants to go to the toilet. Sometimes I miss it and I'll take her out and she doesn't go to the toilet. And I think, oh, thought you needed to go. But then the next day I realise, no, today you need to go to the toilet. So I don't always get it right. Don't think we ever will. So much to learn about them. Does a snake like to come out of their enclosure? People say they don't. They like their homes, they like to be left alone, they like to stay where they're feeling safe. No. You spend enough time with them and have built up that trust. They know the room that they genuinely have spent time in, exploring and getting to know it. That becomes as safe to them as the inside of their enclosure. So snakes do love coming out. But that just doesn't happen. You need to spend time with them. So I don't know whether these were myths. I guess they're questions that get asked of me or I'm told, no, that's not true, that's false. I'm just sort of going over them for things that I actually remember. But we all do things differently, and it's okay to do them differently. I get it. I totally get that. I learn from people because they've done something differently, and they've let me know, well, I did this and this was great. Wow, I never thought about that, but you're right. That is really great. And I will implement. I will do it myself. I am open to that all of the time, and we should be. But I will not respect anybody that treats their animals like they're second class in their life and have no purpose other than to be fact in life to them. Treat your animals with respect and love them, and tell them that you love them. It's not just giving them a pat on the head. Talk to them. That's what I want you to do. Talk to your snakes. Say good morning. How you doing? Doesn't take a lot of time to do that in the day. So guys, love you all. And take care of yourself, your family, and your snakes. So, ciao.